Hey, I'm on a trusty golf cart. Remember these? Oh, remember training? So nice. Okay, something else, another facet of reflection, because we love reflection and touch the world. It's important, is to intentionally think about what you saw on your missions trip. So God's mission is to redeem and restore all creation to himself. But the work that he's doing is in a broken world, which means we are going to see a lot of beauty and we are also going to see a lot of brokenness. And in training, we talked about culture and we talked about poverty and we talked about through our $2 day simulation, like these are things that we began to wrestle with as kind of more just ideas. And then when you go on your trip, you might have bumped into this in real life, like real poverty, real cultural differences that could have been really beautiful but really, really hard, or you felt broken in it, or who knows. Wrestling with these things and honing in on our unanswered questions is essential to life change, because our faith isn't quite faith and it's not super solid if we're not able to wrestle. Having doubts and having questions is very healthy and very normal. I think it makes us human. I think God is very much aware. He says in Psalms that he remembers that we are dust, which means that he remembers that he made us. He knows that we are human and we are not God. And it doesn't do us much good to just like push away hard thoughts or push away hard questions. I think he would love us to sit with him in the hard and wrestle with him. He is certainly big enough, patient enough, loving enough, strong enough, wise enough to hold us as we question and as we wonder. And so that's kind of our work now. And of course, we can engage with this work in our re-entry journal. I think you would miss it if I didn't say our re-entry journal. So pages 20 through 25, you're going to review God's story and you're going to review your story, my story with Kairos, review culture and poverty, just to give yourself like a framework again as you're wrestling. Because when you're wrestling, sometimes it can feel really foggy or uncertain. And holding those things can be tough. So having structure and framework really, really helps. You have unanswered questions. So it's just a bullet points just for you to fill out. What are some of the questions that you're holding and wrestling with? And then some ways to categorize them and work through it. So here's what I'll tell you. It's really hard to be uncomfortable and awkward. You probably had to be uncomfortable and awkward at some point on your trip. God is a God who is able to hold the tension of brokenness and beauty. And he's able to hold you also in the midst of that. So wrestle and think and pray and seek wise counsel, but don't shy away or be afraid of the unanswered questions, because God has something for you in that. And so I hope that your work is meaningful. And if it's hard, take a deep breath. If it's hard, take a break, but come back to it. Because I think that's where life changes. God meets us in the discomfort. And that's when Kairos can happen.